trying to do it in high def, so it takes, it has to buffer just to get that in high. All right, you're up.
Welcome to STSPN, streaming live to you today from Snohomish High School. Here are the Snohomish Panthers, the
Lake Stevens Vikings, in a rematch of a game played earlier on Friday, where Lake Stevens was upset by these upstart Snohomish Panthers here. So we'll get back to that in a minute as we're underway here with the first batter, Justin Brown, here for Lake Stevens, as he hits a ground ball to third over the first in time for out number one for Justin Brown. So just beginning this game here today in a beautiful sunny warm afternoon in Snohomish. Officially probably maybe 75 degrees. It feels like 85 out here as Gavin O'Neill steps up to the plate.
My cook said 80. My cook said 80.
There's a slow roller. Tried to be fielded by the pitcher there and was mishandled. And it looks like he's going to be safe on first with an error. So Gavin takes the first pitch. Mishandled by the pitcher there, Ryan Sandifer for Snohomish. And got a runner on first. No outs, or one out. And a steal. Gavin O'Neill, just like that, down to second base on the first pitch, which was a called strike on Corey Bullens, third batter here for Lake Stevens today. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on second base here. Very early in this game. Expect probably a lot of action to happen here today. These kids like to hit the ball, and they're all capable of doing just that. That pitch was a ball in there, so Corey's looking at 1 and 2 here. There's a nice hit over to the shortstop, back to first, and he's called out just in time on a bounce pass from shortstop to first base for out number 2. Okay. So this should bring up number 4 batter for Lake Stevens. Should be Brandon Kelleher. Brandon, a top-notch pitcher here for Lake Stevens. Lost that last game against Snohomish and highly expected to win. Had a high pop-up. Looks like it's in the infield. First baseman calls it for out number 3, so fly out to 3 for Brandon Kelleher to end the inning here. So check these commercials. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for help selling or buying a new home in the beautiful Snohomish area? I've got great news. Look no further than Gilpin Realty. You want to make sure you talk to Leela and Ray Cook. They understand. There's somebody you can trust if you're looking for new construction. They know the community. They know the schools. Why? Because they're lifelong Snohomish residents and they have 32 years of real estate experience. So if you're buying, if you're selling, you're looking for a house for your family, there's nowhere else to go than Leela and Ray Cook. Give them a call or check out all their properties right now at gilpinrealty.com.
So I'm going to start moving a lot of video off YouTube back onto my own servers. Well, it doesn't cost me anything extra, but it makes it so that people have to go to my website to see a lot of the video, which means that they'll have to see the advertisers.
All right, back here live at Snohomish High School here for the bottom of one. We got no runs scored at the moment. Battery setting up here for Lake Stevens today. We have Jacob Eason on the mound, number 10, and Matt Del Fonte, number 15, doing the duties behind the plate there. And we'll catch the lineup here for the Snohomish Panthers here. I didn't get one earlier, but we'll pick them up as we go. So it looks like number 24, which should be Brad Morgan, is first batter up to the plate for Snohomish here today. He's a left-handed batter here. See if he can get something going for Snohomish. Boy, it's getting hot out here. Feel that sun baking down on your back. Imagine those kids out there in those almost wool uniforms are feeling pretty warm too. There's first pitch to Brad. It's a ball. Takes a look at the signal. Here's the pitch. Looks like another ball. Looks like Jacob's having a little bit of trouble getting it in there. We'll see if he can drop the third one close by. There's a fly ball out to center field. Drops right in the hands of the center fielder there for... That was pretty close to a can of corn. That's Gavin O'Neill out there in center field for Lake Stevens as out number 1 for Snohomish here. And first pitch in there to number. Get your hands away from your number, young man. Looks like number 4. Be Andrew Avila. I'm going to go with that for now. We're a little bit far from the press box down there, so we're not quite able to hear quite what's being said down there. But I think I can catch the numbers, and we'll catch up here with the lineup as we go through it here the first time. So 3 balls to Andrew. Takes called strike for 3-1. Jacob Eason can throw a strike in there if he needs to. Here's the windup. That's high. And puts Andrew on with a walk. That should bring up the next batter, number 16. Number 16 is Tanner Arrington.
Tanner Arrington's dad ordered up all the video for Tanner.
Oh, that's a good thing. So Tanner's looking to get some highlights on the recorded video here today. Then, as we stream this live out there to all the world to watch on the internet. As he takes the first pitch, called ball here today.
Go Tanner. Go Tanner.
1 on, 1 out. Tanner looks to lay down a bunt. Changes his mind as that ball goes a little bit awry for ball number 2. So 2-0 to Tanner. Runner on first. We have Andrew Avila on first base. Tanner takes a look at the pitch here. That looked pretty good from here, and it was. Tanner takes a called strike. 2-1. 1 out. Bottom of 1. That ball's low and inside. We're called 3 ball. Oh, was that a 4th ball? I must have missed one. That's the 4th ball. Tanner takes a walk for 2 walks in a row, advancing Andrew Avila to second base. Have a little conversation out there on the mound with the Lake Stevens coach as they get ready for number 15, I believe, unless number 5. Too many wrinkles in it. Or 6. Hold still. I think it's number 6. Look like 6 to you? I think that's Ben. Yeah, I think that's number 6. It is number 6, Ben Tomchowski. Ben takes one ball. Takes the second ball. 2 walks in a row here for Jacob Eason. 1 out, 2 on for Snohomish here at the bottom of 1. This game is starting to heat up with runners in scoring position here for Snohomish today. Takes the next pitch, called strike. If I had to guess, I would say Ben was told to take that all the way. He didn't even look like he was thinking about swinging as he looks down to third base to get his signal from the coach down there. I think it's hit away, and he does swing. Fly ball going deep center field. Center fielder back, catches it. Runners tag up, but did not advance. They were off the bag. I think if they'd have been tagged up at the time he caught it, there was a good chance they could have advanced, but they played it safe. As Ben flies out to center field for out number 2. That brings up number 18, Haken Landy. I do have them. They're hard to use for me. They're hard to get to my battery. My battery's, yeah, it's in the trunk if you run out of power.
I'll definitely.
Called strike in there to Haken Landy. Runners on first and second here. That was a little low for a ball. 1-1. Snohomish like to get something going here, but they do have 2 outs, and hitting in the number 5 position here is a pop fly. Looks like it's going to be dropping right to second base, and it does. So fly out to 4 for Landy, and that is out number 3, ending the first inning. No score here today. We'll be back in a minute.
That was beautiful. Basically, yeah.
All right, back here for the top of 2 at Snohomish High School. This very important game here with Lake Stevens and Sammamish High School. Oh, that's Snohomish High School. I said Sammamish. I get mixed up like that sometimes, but that's okay. Snohomish High School, ground ball on the first pitch to shortstop. Through the legs of shortstop, error. 6, E6 as first batter here for Lake Stevens. Should be number 23, Joey Palmera. Kind of hits a little floppy grounder out there toward shortstop.
Jacob Easton is
and
up.
gets on with an E6. Jacob Easton is definitely up. Jacob Easton, he's pitching today. Is he the quarterback for the football team? Jacob looks to the bunt. Takes first pitch, a called strike. Take your word for it. I don't know that, but you have more football name knowledge than I do. Jacob steps back into the plate here. Jacob batting left-handed at the plate here today. Here's the pitch. Low. Well, looks like Jacob wasn't thinking about bunting on that one or even faking to bunt on that one, as he has a 1-1 strike. 1-1, no outs. Runner on first. Jacob steps back into the plate. There's the pitch. And that looks like it's another ball for ball 2 to Jacob. Pitcher against pitcher here. We got number 10 for Snohomish, the pitcher here. It was Ryan Sandifer. Drops another ball in there. For ball number 3. I'll take any breeze I can get today. And a cloud in front of the sun. You don't say that much in this part of the world, but you do here today. Jacob takes that a called strike. I think we're sitting here with a full count, 3-2. Runner on first. Runner should be going on this pitch. Let's see what happens. Here's the windup. Here's the throw. He did not go. He should be going. I don't understand running like that, but if his coach doesn't want him to take a chance on getting doubled off, then that's a safety play he's going to play here. So with no outs, it's probably a reasonable thing to do. Three and two the count. Here's the pitch. And that ball is in there for a called strike. Caught looking. Jacob Eakson with out number 1 for the K here. Brings up Skylar Swirl. Swords. What am I talking about here? Can't read your own writing. Swords like swords. Skylar Swords. Skylar's DHing here today for Tyler Billings. Throw to first. Back in time. Trying to put a tent up there over the computer screen so it doesn't bake on you, huh? There's the pitch. Looks like it's in there for a called strike. 2 called strikes against Skylar there. Way behind in the count for Skylar. Way ahead there for Ryan Sandifer, who's on the mound here for Snohomish today. Here's the pitch. Takes another pitch in there for a ball. What they say in the dugout, good eye, Skylar. Wasn't that far out, but a little high and outside, I think. Here's the next. That looked pretty close, but must have been a little bit low and inside for ball number 2. So Skylar's getting back in the count, 2-2. Second inning, runner on first. Here's the pitch from Ryan. Foul ball off over the backstop down into almost the football stadium. Way out of play for anybody, obviously. Just a long strike, so still looking at 2-2 here to Skylar. He fouls that off under his feet down on the plate to waste another pitch here, so still looking at 2-2 for Skylar. Looks like Stevens playing it fairly conservative. With one out here, not thinking about stealing or playing small ball or bunting him around or anything like that. So throw back to first.
They want to try and get one back.
They definitely would like to win this game for sure.
Last one they won against the A's.
Yeah. Well, the game Friday, they just said it was one of those games where nothing went right. Everything went wrong as he fouls that ball off back into the backstop here. Schuyler staying strong in there, so it's early. It's only the second inning. No sense getting too excited, too ambitious here. The runner on first and only one out, so let's see if we can get some action going here. Ryan looks in for the signal from catcher and throws it high, pitch high. So that should fill it up. It's a full count. 3-2. 3-2 to Schuyler. One out. Runner on first, and the pitch is ready to go. Low and in the dirt. Well, it's a good at-bat for Schuyler as he walks and advances Joey Palmera down to second base. So 2 on with only 1 out now as Matt Del Fonte comes up to the plate here for Lake Stevens. Matt catching here today for Lake Stevens. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Matt's got runners in scoring position out there. He'd like to get something happening here. Probably takes the second pitch high for ball number 2. Having a little control problems here with the pitchers here as Jacob Eason has a little discussion with Ryan Sandifer has a little discussion with his catcher there. There's a hard hit ball into center field. The throw is to home plate. Runners do advance and hold at third. So a hit for Matt. Matt's on first. Schuyler's on second. Joey Palmera's on third. 1 out here. To bring up the bottom of the batting order here, number 22, Jeffrey Seavey. Jeffrey playing left field here today for Lake Stevens, and I think you got some anxious ball players here for Snohomish getting runners on base. So bases are loaded. 1 out as Jeffrey steps up to the plate here. And Ryan Sandifer steps back up on the mound to get this things underway here at the top of 2. Looks in for the signal. Here's the pitch. That looks like a ball right out of the gate for Jeffrey. Looks like Ryan's just fine taking his full windup there with the bases loaded. He doesn't think anybody's going to steal on him now, so there's a called strike in there. So it's to his advantage, obviously. Now he can get back into his full windup and probably has a little better control from that as we see the third pitch go in there, but that was called ball. 2-1 to Jeffrey here today. A little bit outside. 3-1. And the last thing that Ryan wants to see happen here is to give up an easy run with a walk, because a walk will score a run and an RBI for Jeffrey if he gets it. And that gets a called strike in there. So we're at 3-2. Full count to Jeffrey here. 1 out. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for a strikeout for Jeffrey. So we got 2 out, bases loaded. Top of 2 here. As we go back to the top of the lineup here, you should have the leadoff hitter Justin Brown at the plate. Takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. grounded out to second base the last time up the plate, or the first time,
Swung on that one. He swung on that
and
one.
swung hard at that pitch. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Justin Brown a little bit behind the count here. So looking to not let anything strange go past him and let that one go by for a ball. But anything close, he's going to have to be swinging at. The last thing you want to do is to stand there and let a called strike be on, as he fouls that one off back into the backstop. So that one was probably.
Who was bad on that one too?
So yeah, Justin steps back in the box here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, it better be anywhere close. He better be swinging. So there's the pitch, and he is swinging. It's a ground ball, and picked up by the pitcher over to first for out number 3. End that inning, leaving 3 on, stranding 3 for Lake Stevens here today. We'll be right back.
The Eye Care Center of Snohomish on Avenue D is here to help with all your eye care needs. Our professional staff is committed to offering the most sophisticated, high-end, latest technologies to our patients. And the Eye Care Center is a relaxed atmosphere, allows you to browse the over 800 high-end designer frames, including some for the little ones. There's really no reason to go anywhere else. See us online at eyecarecenterofsnohomish.com or call 360-568-6666.
Okay, back here, Snohomish High School on a warm, sunny, summer-like day, coming into the last 2 days of May here. And if you think it's warm today, just stick around. It's going to be warm tomorrow as well. So it's probably definitely going to be a scorcher for most people in this part of the world who don't like and don't get used to that hot temperature. Which is you. This should be, couldn't quite get that number. Is that 23, I think. The 23 stepping up to the plate. Should be Logan Baker. Get him down here in the score as he takes that first pitch for a ball. Bottom of 2 here. Kind of a quiet day. Not a lot of fans in the stands. Takes the second pitch for a ball. Logan batting in the 6th position here today for Snohomish. Takes that pitch for a 3rd called ball. 3 straight balls in there to Logan, and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that's a called ball and a walk. Puts Logan on first. Bringing up the next batter, which would be number 3. Number 3 should be Andrew Conrad. Turn that air conditioner on here, Todd.
That's what I'm saying.
Andrew turns around to attempt a bunt or fake a bunt in either case, and takes that first pitch as a called ball there. And he does bunt that one right straight back to third base for an easy pickup by the third baseman, and holds the runner at second. So Logan Baker advanced to second on a bunt. Third base for out number 1. Sacrifice bunt, just like written up in the books. So 1 out, 1 on, runner on second. Up to the plate now for Snohomish. Number 7. Number 7 should be Jake Mulholland. Jake takes first pitch called strike. Traffic on the back alley here. Here's the pitch. For ball number 1. 1-1 to Jake Mulholland. There's a hard hit ball right down the middle into center field. That should score. No, it does not score. They hold him at third. I thought they'd attempt to send Logan home there, but they didn't. So Jake gets a hit and ends up on first. As we move back to the top of the lineup here for Snohomish. Well, let's see who we got here. And we got that's number 1. This is the Nolan Smith. We're at the number 9 position here. Nolan takes that first pitch for a ball. Takes the second pitch low for a ball. We got runners on first and third. 1 out here for Snohomish as Nolan steps back into the plate there. Looking to make something happen here for his teammates today. Quick timeout by the pitcher. Gets everything settled back down here. There's a hard hit ball right to first base. Drops the ball, picks it up, steps back on the bag, and does get the out, but the runner from third scores. So an RBI for Nolan Smith for out number 2, advancing the runners. So we have Logan in. We have Jake Mulholland over to second, and he held on second. And this is Brad with a fly ball to center field. Brad Morgan flies out on the first pitch to center field for out number 3. So 3 away here at the bottom of 2. 1 in, 1 left on. Snohomish leading this ball game after 2, 1-0. We'll be right back. Okay, ready? Top of three. Lake Stevens getting started here at the plate with Gavin O'Neill hitting in the number 2 position. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Ball 1. Second pitch for a ball. Ball 2. Lake Stevens here trying to get a little bit of action in the third inning as they are behind this ball game 1-0 after the Panthers scored at the bottom of 2 here just moments ago. Brian Sand. That's an easy roller, right pep the middle, right out to center field, and Gavin O'Neill gets a hit right out of the gate just like that for Lake Stevens and getting on first base. So Gavin O'Neill is on first base, bringing up Corey Bullens, right fielder here. The throw back to first, make sure that Gavin doesn't run down to second base, as he might like to. So, just a look at the pitch. He is running. It's a laid down bunt right to the pitcher. Pitcher picks it up, throws easy to first for an easy out. So Corey Bullens advances Gavin O'Neill to second base on a sacrifice bunt for out number 1. But a little bit of small ball here. We've got Lake Stevens runner in scoring position with 1 out. Brandon Keller at the plate. Brandon flied out. Pop fly to first baseman to end the first inning last time at bat. Sure he would like to do a little better this time as he takes the pitch. And there's a ground ball to shortstop, over to first in time to get Brandon at first. But Gavin O'Neill does make it his way down to third base. So Brandon with out number 2 to shortstop. 2 outs, runner on third. Joey Palmera steps into the plate. Takes the first pitch, called strike right down the middle there. It's Ryan Sandifer starting to get in a rhythm here. Runner on third takes his full windup. Drops a ball in there for 1-1. Third pitch, a called strike. So Joey Palmera behind the count here, 1-2. 2 outs, runner on third. Definitely need to get some action out of that runner in scoring position to get this game tied back up again as he takes that ball low and in the dirt here. Ryan in his full windup here with the pitch. Pop ground ball over to short and taken easily for the out number 3. And that ends the inning for Lake Stevens here at the top of 3. 3 outs, 1 left on 1 hit. We'll be back after this.
Shows my flash cue is full.
What?
My flash cue, it cues it up if it has a hard time sending it. And I'm wondering if it's because my phone is too hot. Sending like that.
You ready? All right, back here for the bottom of three. Snohomish leading this game 1-0 as Andrew Avila steps into the plate here for Snohomish. See if he can get something happening again for Snohomish. 1 run last inning. Andrew got a walk in the first inning, so burned up a lot of pitches out there from Jacob Eason. And there's a hit out into left field, and just like that, Andrew Avila is on first with a hit to left field. Tanner Arrington is definitely up. Tanner playing first base here today for Snohomish. Runner takes a pretty good lead off of first. Here's the pitch, and it's a called strike. Tanner takes the first ball for a called strike. And Tanner walked the last time in the first inning up as well. At 2 walks in the first inning, didn't earn any runs at that particular time. There's a ground ball, second base, picked up over to first for the out, advancing the runner to second base. So Tanner grounded out to second base for the first out of the bottom of 3 here. Should bring up Ben Domchowski. Ben takes the first pitch low. Ball number 1. And on that ground out by Tanner, we have Andrew Avila moving over to second base. So just as good as a sacrifice bunt at that result. As Ben takes second pitch in there for ball number 2. Runner in scoring position here. A hit scores a run, Ben. So let's see what you can do. Jacob gets the throw in. Swing and a miss. For a strike there. So 2-1 to Ben. There's the signal for Jacob. Jacob looks at the runner on second, throws to home, throws it right down there for a called strike. So Ben Domchowski caught looking. 2-2 to Ben. 1 out, 1 on. As Jacob takes a look at second, and here's the throw. Ben hits the ball. Nice hit to left field, and the play at home base is out. So just like that, Andrew Avila is called out trying to steal home on that hit by Ben. And much to the dismay of a half a dozen Snohomish fans over there who think it probably shouldn't have been out because they wanted to score a run. But in either case, it's out number 2 here at the bottom of 3. So next up to the plate for Snohomish is Hankin Landy. Hankin flied out first inning to the second base as we get a timeout here for Joey to check his signals there with Matt Del Fonte. Make sure they're on the same page as to how they're going to pitch to Hank Landy here. Runners on first, and still 1-0. After that, out at the plate for Andrew Avila. A swing, strike. So strike number 1. 2 outs, 1 on. A look to first. A throw to the plate. Blooping ground ball back to the pitcher, but the umpire hollers timeout, and I'm not sure what, but I think that ball might have just hit the plate and bounced out or something, because it just looks like a strike and everything stopped. So that's the same thing as a foul ball, I guess. And Landay steps back into the plate here. Swing and a miss, tagged by the catcher, and out number 3. So one left on, one out stealing home, and 3 outs total for the inning. And we'll be back for the top of 4 in a minute.
Basically, yeah.
It does when I'm not, when you're not talking. Right.
All right, back here at Snohomish High School. Very important game here with Lake Stevens and the Snohomish Panthers. Lake Stevens like trying to avenge that loss from last Friday here, as number 10 Jacob Eason steps into the plate here for Lake Stevens, as they're behind in this game 1-0, and definitely don't want to go home on the bus or their car thinking about the one that got away here. So there's a bouncing ground ball slowly to third, picked up quickly, but I don't think it's going to. Oh, it was in time. Boy, that was close from here, and a well played ball there by